That's how I left my hostel. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done in your life? It's stupid boy I used to date that time. How did you and hubby meet? It was really a struggle for me. If you're not confident, your client will definitely see it. Invest in yourself, invest in your skill.
Yeah. My check, yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a question and answer tag while doing my makeup. I asked my followers on Instagram, also on WhatsApp, to ask me some questions, random questions. I got some really interesting questions, guys, I'm going to be answering in this video, mostly about makeup, but I also have some really interesting personal questions that I'll be answering. So to start this look, I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal True Match foundation. This shade is in C9. The Zickel foundation, this is in shade Mocha. I'm going to add just a little bit of that, and then I'm going to mix it together. So while doing this, I'm going to be starting with my first question, which is, how old are you? Well, I'm actually 30 years old. I was born May 21st, which actually makes me a Gemini. When did you decide you want to go into makeup full time? I think that was around 2016, early 2016. When I just finished my youth service, I was thinking, okay, what should I even do? Although I studied mass communication, I wasn't really planning to go into like newscasting or stuff like that. But one thing I had always loved was makeup. Even in school, I was already doing makeup. I was doing my friends' makeup, I was doing my makeup, and people actually loved my makeup. Even at that point, I wasn't really thinking of makeup, like going into makeup as my job. So after service, around that 2016, I wanted to go into photography. I already had everything planned out to go into photography. I already spoke with someone that I wanted to learn from in Port Harcourt. But then my elder sister was like, why are you going into photography? Why not just do makeup? You've always loved makeup. You've been into makeup. You're good at it, even though you've not learned how to do it. And I was like, okay, why not? During my training, I was already getting jobs. So that was it. I just started from there. And after that, I decided to open my own place. After that, I started selling makeup products. And that was just it. That was around 2016. The next question is, how long have you been into makeup? I've been into makeup for 7 years now. Next question is advice for new makeup artists. Keep learning. Don't say maybe, oh, because you finished your training, your first training, then you're perfect. Don't stop practicing. There's nothing like perfection. I've been into makeup for 7 years and I'm still learning every day. There's always something new to learn. There's always someone new to learn from. So don't forget that. When you just start makeup, you're going to be spending a lot of money. Even till now, I'm still spending a lot of money on makeup. But the good thing is, you are going to make back your money. Invest in yourself, invest in your skill, being better at what you do. That's what you should focus on. By the time you keep getting better at what you do, the money will come, the expertise will come. You get better with your technique, you get better clients, you get more clients. Also, you need to be very confident. Confidence sells as a makeup artist. If you're not confident, your client will definitely see it. So you need to be really confident in your work. And to gain that confidence, you need to know what you're doing. You need to keep practicing. You need to know that I am good at this. It just keeps getting better from there, I assure you. What brands do you use on clients? I don't have a particular brand I use on clients, so I use different brands. The L'Oreal foundations, I use Huda Beauty foundations. My setting powder, I use the Laura Mercier setting powder. And for my compact powders, I use the MAC powders, Fenty Beauty powders. These are brands that I know have worked for me. I'm definitely still going to try other brands. The next question is, do you travel for makeup? Yes, I do travel for makeup. I travel a lot, especially when I was in Nigeria. When I was in Nigeria, I used to travel a lot for makeup, and I still do travel. If I have a client that needs me to travel, definitely, I do travel for makeup. So I'm just taking the powder, I'm dusting it off a bit, so it's not too much on the beauty blender, and then I'm just going in. How do you sanitize your makeup products and brushes? This is a very good question. I actually have a video coming up on how I properly sanitize my makeup brushes as a professional makeup artist. When you're washing your own makeup, personal makeup brushes, you can get away with a lot of things, but it's different when you're washing and sanitizing your brushes that you use on different clients, because you're working with different people. Some people have really sensitive skin, and apart from that, the fact that you're using the same brushes on different clients, you really need to make sure that those brushes are properly sanitized. So I'm going to do a video on that. I think my next video is going to be about how I wash and sanitize my makeup brushes, so keep an eye for that. How long do you take on one client? When I first started makeup, it was a struggle for me. I took so long on clients, but literally no client will want to stay hours, 3 hours for you to be doing their makeup. That's how long I used to take. Not really 3 hours, like almost 3 hours then. So it was really a struggle for me. I had to learn how to work faster and how to be more organized. The maximum time I spend on each client now is an hour, 30 minutes. It could be way less. I've actually had situations where I had to finish a look in 30 minutes and I delivered, but that is something I've recently stopped. I don't do the rush anymore, because rushing makeup like that can literally spoil your work. And it's also very stressful. So once a client is booking with me, I tell them, okay, this is the time you're booking. You have to be here by that time. You have to be ready by that time. What is the most dumb thing you've ever done? This is a good question. What's the dumbest thing I've done? What's the dumbest thing you've done in your life? It was back then when I was in school. There's this boy I used to date. Stupid boy I used to date that time. God forgive me. So I was literally suspecting that he was cheating. He was actually cheating, but I was just suspecting at that point. And there was this day I was speaking to him and it was sounding so off. And then I told my friend, I was like, I think this boy, maybe there's a girl in his house or something. This one is sounding weird. I want you to come with me. Let's go and catch him. This story gets interesting because it was actually 1 a.m. I called her around 1 a.m. So you can imagine how late. So she was like, she doesn't think she can come out of her hostel that late. It's too late. And she also advised me, she advised me not to go that time. She was like, why not go in the morning? What's this flight? Why not go in the morning? It's late. So I just got off the phone with her. I was like, this girl, she's not ready. She thinks this is joke. This is serious matter. That's how I left my hostel around. This was around 2 a.m. I left. Almost 2 a.m. I left my hostel. Just because I want to go and catch man. So that's how I left my hostel. It was so late. There was no keke. We used keke to move around in the hostel. There was no keke. So that's how I stood waiting for keke. I finally found one. Paid a ridiculous amount of money. As a student then, that I was broke, I didn't have money. Paid a ridiculous amount of money because of the time. And then oh my god, and then I embarked on this journey to this boy's house. By the time we got to his street, which was very dangerous, the road was actually bad. So the guy was like, he can't enter that road, that he's going to sink with the keke. So I was just like, okay, no problem. And I paid him and I decided to go in myself. How crazy is that? So I decided to go in. This pencil just broke. I have to go in with the David's pencil just to finish it up. It was so dark, guys. I had to use the torchlight from my phone to even see where I was going. And that's how I embarked on this journey to this boy's house. By the time I got there, lo and behold, he was alone. I didn't catch him that day. I caught him another day. He was alone. I was so pissed at myself. I was so angry at him for no reason, apparently, at that time. I was so angry at myself. I had to go back to my hostel that night in anger and tears. By the time I got to my hostel, I was so tired. How dumb is that? How dumb is that, really? I was so tired and exhausted. I was even thanking God that I was alive because I didn't even know how I survived that journey. I think that was actually the dumbest thing I've actually done in my life, because why would anyone do that because of man? So guys, tell me, what's the dumbest thing you've ever done in your life? Tell me in the comment section. At least let me have some hope that not be only me the Chris. The next question is, when is your next video editing class coming up? There was a time I was doing a lot of classes. I even did some free classes online, but since I got here, I've not really done any class. I don't think I'll be doing any online class soon, especially any editing class. I don't think I'll be doing any class soon. However, I plan on doing like courses, paid courses, where you could just go to my website and, you know, buy them and watch them. That's what I plan on doing. The next question is, how did you and hubby meet? Good question. How did I meet my husband? Okay, let's start the story. So, oh my god, why am I laughing and blushing? And oh my gosh. I met my husband through my elder sister. Yes. So they were friends, and then she told him, oh, I have a younger sister, or you're going to like her. And at the same time, she told me as well, she was like, there's this new brother in my congregation. So I was in Warri, they were in Port Harcourt. So she was like, okay, when can I come? But the setting we met was at a convention. We're both shy. So I was just looking at him from one corner. He himself was looking at me from one corner. He didn't even collect my number. I didn't collect his number. We literally just said hi to each other. We met 2018. So he was following me since that 2018. But it wasn't up till 2020, during the corona outbreak, that we actually got to talk. And that was when we started getting close, getting to know each other through the phone, till he finally decided to come over, to come see me. So finally he came from Port Harcourt to Warri. We arranged the dates and we met again after how many years? So when we finally met again, it was easier for us to get along, you get. I don't think either of us knew it would get serious to this point. But you know, God has a way of doing things. At the end of the day, we found out that we couldn't do without each other. We had to marry each other, and that's what we did. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's go on to the next question. What are facts and myths about giving birth through cesarean section? Okay, so as you all know, or as in if you're a returning subscriber, you know through my birth vlog video that I gave birth through cesarean section. I can't really talk about the myths, but what I can talk about is the facts. The pain is excruciating, no doubt, but it's not as, terrible as some people make it sound. Like you're going to die from pain, you're going to, all that. No. Another thing is my scar has healed completely. It doesn't even look like there's anything there, honestly. If you don't look closely, you won't even see there's anything there. My scar has literally healed up completely. At first, yes, definitely, you're not allowed to do some form of exercises. You're not allowed to, lift very heavy objects normally. And it was a complete success. I think after day 4, I left the hospital in the 4th day. And I could carry my baby. I was carrying my baby. So I don't think it's that bad though. Personally, I don't think it's that bad. If I was to have another baby, I will still do the same thing. I won't do that vaginal birth. I'll still go through a C-section. So in my own experience, it was okay. So I'm just adding dark shades and blending. One thing about eyeshadow, you have to blend and blend and blend to get a seamless look. The 12th question is, how many children would you love to have? And I'm very, very okay with this, my baby boy I have. It's not been easy, honestly. Juggling your child, juggling my job, juggling generally just trying to be healthy and get back to my normal body, juggling the depression, the anxiety, the lack of sleep. Oh my god. For me, it's not something I want to go through again. Like, I feel I am okay with this baby boy I have here, and I feel like I'm totally okay with a family of 3. So for me, I would just love to have one child. My hubby wants more, so you can imagine. I don't even know how we're going to do that matter, but I'm actually okay with one. What is your facial skincare routine? Oh god, I don't know if I can do this and do this eye look at the same time, so I'm just going to quickly map out this cut I'm trying to make and go back to that question. So let me quickly map it out. I'm using this brush and I'm using the Kevin O'Coin concealer to cut my crease. I'm going to later go in with eyeshadow primer, but for now it's just easier to cut the crease with this concealer. So I'm just gonna follow the outline I created. I'm gonna cut the crease all the way down here using the tapping motion, and then I'm blending it down. I'm also going to take it to the edge. I have a video on my channel. Like, I literally explained extensively my skincare routine. I get this question a lot, but honestly guys, I don't even think my skin is where I want it to be yet. I think the advice I would give as concerning skincare routine is just find something that works for you. When you find something that works for you, continue with it, be consistent with it. If you're not consistent with something, you wouldn't know if it's working or not. The next question is, where are you from? Oh, I am from Delta State, Nigeria. I grew up in Delta State, Warri to be precise. I don't regret growing up here at all. I don't regret being in Nigeria as well. Nigerians in general are really welcoming people. They're friendly people. They're very funny people. And I am so happy to be in Nigeria. If I wasn't in Nigeria, I would have been angry. I would have been jealous. I would have really been jealous. And I think I'm almost done with the questions. So I'm trying to just take my time a bit because this look is it's taking more time than I imagined. What is your go-to makeup look? My go-to makeup look is a nude glam. The next question is, how is it like living in Dubai? This is a very good question. So I've been here since 2021. So far, living in Dubai is amazing. I love living here. I enjoy living here. One thing I really love about living in Dubai is how safe it is. It's really safe here, and that has given me, like, it's so different from what I was used to. I've gone bike riding by around 2 a.m. before. Everything is working fine. There's a very good system in place for you as an individual, whether you're from here or not. So everything is in place. You're respected as a human being. It's also a very beautiful place. Like, you step out of your house and you're welcomed with beautiful scenery. Even at night, especially at night, it's very beautiful at night. So it's amazing living here. Actually, it's amazing living here. I'm coming from where there's always rain to this place, it's a big difference in a very positive way. And I really appreciate the weather here. I really appreciate the weather. Also, as a makeup artist, the difference is clear. Like, clients respect you more here. They respect your work. They're appreciative of your work. They make you feel good about what you do. Only down part is that it's quite expensive living here. How do you deal with liking someone who doesn't like you back? I know it's very difficult. You like someone, and as an individual, as a person, you really want your feelings to be reciprocated. If it's possible, try to limit your expectations from humans, because humans will always be humans. Even you, there are some people that also like you that you don't like back. You see these people that you're spending your time on, thinking that, oh, if they don't reciprocate your feelings, you would die. My dear, you're not going to die. If you put that energy, put all that energy into concentrating on those people that value you, those people that pay attention to you, and those people that love you, be it friends, be it the opposite sex, be it members of your family. If you start learning to concentrate on the people that matter, you'll be so surprised how easy and how amazing your life is going to feel after that. So the next question is, what is the meaning of your name? My full name is actually Karen Hapok. It's not just Karen. So I shortened it to just Karen. It's a Hebrew name. It's a biblical name. Karen Hapok is one of the daughters of Job. She was actually the last daughter of the daughters of Job, the 3 daughters of Job. So we have Keziah, we have Jemima, and we have Karen Hapok, which is me. And the actual meaning of my name is Horn of Antimony. Antimony in the ancient times was actually a form of cosmetic. Is it a surprise? I'm actually a makeup artist, and my name is actually a form of cosmetics. It's actually a cosmetic used in the ancient time to beautify the eyes. It could also be translated as beautiful eyes or child of beauty. So it's no surprise that I actually find myself in the makeup industry. So my name actually followed me or brought me here where I am today. We're almost at the end of the question and answer session, so I'm going to move on to my lips. For my lips, I want a really full lip, so let's just get into it. This Evora lip stain shade, this is in shade 19. How do you handle anger? I wouldn't really say I've mastered dealing with anger. Some people in general just want to annoy you. They're out to just annoy you. It can be really, really difficult dealing with such people. This is something that I am literally working on every day. Sometimes I literally have to take a deep breath. Like I said, I used to expect a lot from people. Like, I wouldn't do this to you, so why would you refer to me in that kind of manner? I've come to realize that some of these things are just not worth it. They're not worth it. Anger, like when you get angry, do you know how you feel when you get angry? It's not a good feeling. Like, it's not a good feeling at all. So allowing people to just come in between your peace like that every time they like is something that I've realized that it's not worth it. I have to work on it, and I have to control my reaction, and I think that's just the way forward to give a bit of healthy glow. I'll be setting my entire look with the Kiss Beauty setting spray. So I'm just going to set properly. Oh, that's a lot of setting spray. Here is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the question and answer section. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Is this a look you'd like to try? Let me know in the comment section. Bye.